All right, guys, just keep moving with a couple other videos now. Let's look at on your iPad. Let me blow this up for you so you can see everything. Let's look at how to connect to wireless and how to do updates and to see what version of software your iPad's running. Each one of you has an iPad 2 running iOS 5.0.0, the very first version of the new iOS, which is the operating system for the device. And it has a lot of new features that are going to be pretty exciting for organization and use in the classroom. But first, we have to talk about how do you get online and how do you make sure that you have the latest version of that software. So let's come back over to the iPad under my document camera here. And I want to take a little look around. Something you may notice when you look at this screen are these little bubbles with numbers that show up over some app icons. And what those are notifications that there is something pending for those apps. So my mail app, I've got 130 email messages waiting on me. And under my calendar app, that means I have 3 events coming up in the next 24 hours, or actually I think in the next till midnight, 3 more events. Under settings, that one is going to tell me there's something happening. There might be, in this case, it's probably going to mean that there is an update for the iOS. So let's tap on settings. And first things first, let's look at how you connect. And so that's under Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi is also this little symbol at the top, this little triangle with the 3 bars. Wi-Fi is how you connect to the internet or to our network here in Clark County. And for administrators, what we've done is we have created a hidden wireless network called Clark Admin. What we've done is we found that, trying to connect to Clark Wireless and Cardinal Air, which used to be called iDev, a lot of that was getting confusing, and it wasn't letting everything through to make all the apps work, to make email work. Sometimes you had to log off of iDev or Cardinal Air to get into Clark Wireless, and it was just a confusing mess. So what we've done is we've upgraded all those iPads to use this Clark Admin that no one else sees. Our teachers don't see it, our students don't see it, and it's assigned to you. So we've already gone ahead and authenticated your iPad to the network through Clark Admin, so you're not going to have to log in and out all the time. It should recognize Clark Admin whether you move from central office back to your building or whether you go building from building. The only spot, and yes, Mr. Jenkins, we're working on it, but Pilot View is the only school right now that doesn't have access to Clark Admin or Cardinal Air for that matter. For the rest of us, you will just stay, and it's automatically going to join the Clark Admin network when you get to school. And when you get home, if you have wireless in your house, if you come back to settings and Wi-Fi, you'll notice that probably your wireless network will pop up and you'll be able to tap on it and connect to your wireless network at home. You don't have to worry about changing proxy settings or anything that you do on a laptop. It'll just go through. So we always want to make sure that we are connected to Clark Admin. Sorry, my screen dimmed. Let me bring it back up. There you go. We're connected to Clark Admin. You know that we are by the checkbox. Life is good. Now, if we come back over to our menu on the left, we can scroll back and forth. You'll notice this little circle with a 1. And that little 1 corresponds back to the 1 that's on the setting. So this is our indication that we have something going on under the General tab that requires our attention. Software Update has a 1 as well. So it indicates we need to tap here, and it's going to check for us. And it's telling me, all right, we already have an update from iOS 5.0 to 5.0.1, and it's going to fix a few things on the iPad for us. The beauty of these new iPads is if you had a previous iPad or you've ever had an iPhone, previously to do updates, you needed to plug into a computer via USB cable, have an iTunes account, have all that turned on, sync it, it would do a backup, and it could turn out to be a nightmare. Now with iOS 5.0 and a solid wireless connection like Clark Admin, we can just go ahead and install our updates. So if you don't have a lot of battery life, you might want to plug it into the wall so you have make sure it doesn't run out of battery in the middle of the update. But with 100%, I think I'm okay. I'm just going to tap Install Now. Terms and conditions, sometimes they change the agreements. Typically, you can just click agree. Give it a moment. Okay, so after restart, I turn my device back on. I no longer, let's go check. We'll click settings, general, software up to date, and it lets us know iOS 5.01 has been loaded successfully. Our software is up to date. Mission accomplished. Okay, thanks guys.